go back and reset. I just put them to the book because that's what I'm going to do. But this poem here is called Pray for Serenity. So I come from humble beginnings, but now I'm trying to fight the demons off my back. But I'm thinking mostly, I think I'm mostly a target just because of my skin color. Yeah, I'm black. My friends and family convey a message to me, but I'm a visual learner. I'm a visual learner. Painting the picture in my mind. Yeah, I know school is important, but to me, I'm stuck in the message. It's so sublime. I stay up at night. I'm gonna do it different. I can't get that right now. I stay up at night, often crying the tears of pain, often dying in my mind, often trying, but when I try, who's off in the line? Riding a roller coaster of waves, just trying to get out the river, and when I see it, I can't get it. But yeah, I'm gonna try more. I'm gonna try for this one, but I can't get it right now. That's kind of what I have.
All right, that's all right, man. That's what we got to keep going, man. That's how you get out of it. You're right. Everybody supports you here, so you're good.
Good job, man. Very good job. All right. He got up here and he started talking. I want to know if you guys notice anything. At what time did he stumble? Did he stop to stutter? Did he start to say, did he do that at first? Or did he do that when he says, I can't? As soon as he started saying, I can't, it just started going right downhill, didn't it? I can't. Your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your character. Your character is your destiny. You cannot help but to follow what your words say. So when you're up here and you're doing something and you say, I can't, then I'm going to believe you can't. Most of all, you're going to believe you can't. I don't ever want to see you do that again. You get up here and say, I can. And even if you think you can't, don't say you can't. Because you can. It starts right here. Everything that you guys are going to be doing from now to the end of time starts right here. My name's Dr. Preston Rich. I've been here teaching for 9 years. I used to teach over in Collin County too. The one thing that people need to understand about this kind of program is it is the male achievement program. Male achievement program. Trying to get us to actually be men, right? Now this is primarily geared to minority males, but we have a male who's not a minority male here, and guess what? It works for you too. Because in some instance, you're some kind of minority too. Whether it's minority in your thinking, whether it's minority in who you worship, whether it's minority in a group of people who are not the same gender as you, whether it's minority of thought, you too are some sort of minority. And you too are going to come up against adversity. So today, I'm not coming here to talk about myself. I'm coming here to talk to you guys about what you're going to do. I'm 48 years old. I've done a lot in my life. Okay, I went in the military when I was 17. I spent 10 years, 6 months, 2 days in the United States military. I served in Desert Storm twice. Loved it so much, had to go back. I got out of the military in 1997, and I started going to school right here. As a matter of fact, in his office, and in this office over here, and kind of like over here, was all registration and advising. Now, how many of you signed up for classes here and you use online registration? Online registration? Yeah. Let me tell you what registration was when I came through here. There was a long line that went all down that hall, and this was registration. And you got all the way to the person, and you put your stuff in front of him, and he said, Oh, you need another piece of paper. You got to go all the way back to the line. You want to cuss then, right? You know, like, man, So there's been a lot of changes here. There's been a lot of changes here. One of the changes, I was just talking to Gabe in there, one of the changes that I see as a professor, because I used to go to Richland. I used to go to Brookhaven. I used to go to Eastfield. My degree is from Eastfield College. I have an associate's in sciences and business from Eastfield College. And people talk about adversity, about, well, I got to work. Well, I got a kid. Well, I got this. Well, I got that. One of the major things that we talk about now is what we can't do. Can't. Can't. Contraction for cannot. What we can't do. Let me give you a story. I have a PhD in organizational management. It took me 6 years to get my PhD. It took me 4 years to write my dissertation. 4! I started out, I was 30 years old when I went back to college. 30. So who's the oldest one in here? How old are you?
23.
25. Oh. You already got your degree, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yes, sir. How old are you?
26.
26. You are the winner. Winner, chicken dinner. So when you sit in a classroom with people who are 18, 19, 21, 23, 25, it's kind of like, So that was number one. I didn't have anything in common with the folk. And then I looked around the room. Nobody looked like me. I was the only little black dot in the class. I'm not lying. You think I'm playing. I'm serious as a stroke. My instructor looked like him. The guy beside me looked like him. The girl beside me looked like him. What I did notice was there was more African American women in my class than there were African American males. Hispanic males. Males that weren't white. Now I'm the professor in front of my class, and you see how it is turned around. I'm the black dot in the class, but I'm at the front of the class, and there's a whole smorgasbord of people in my class. White, black, green, orange, yellow, I don't care what color they are. It doesn't matter. One of the things you have to understand is being a man, we've switched from male to man. There's a big transition from male to man. Just because you have male genitalia doesn't make you a man. That makes you a male. A man starts right here. Right here. So I started off, I was taking classes. I was working at a place called Paranet. And I had a boss, I lived in Mesquite. And I had a boss who put me on a project that was in Fort Worth. But I was taking classes in Richland and in Eastfield. But I lived in Mesquite. So I said to my boss, wait. If you're on here, Carl Houston, this is you. I said, man, look, I live in Mesquite. I got to drive all the way to Fort Worth to go to work. Man, I got classes in Richland, at Richland College. And I got to drive home. That means I got to leave Mesquite, go all the way to Fort Worth, leave Fort Worth, work all day, leave Fort Worth, and come all the way to Richland and take a class. And then I live in Mesquite. I still got to drive. He said, you don't like to drive? I said, dude, it's an hour. He said, okay, I'll tell you what. How far is it from your house to the airport? I said, about 30 minutes. He said, okay. I can put you on a plane. You can be put on an assignment to Houston. Whoa. That's okay. I'll take my assignment to Fort Worth. So I stayed in my class. I was in Mesquite. I drove to Fort Worth. I came back to Richland from my class, 2 classes at night, and went home. Why did I do that? Why did I not say, damn, it's work? Why did I do that? Anybody?
You had no choice.
Well, I had a choice. I could have gone to the airport.
To be successful.
Huh?
To be successful.
To be successful. Because I knew right then what I wanted to do. What do you want to do when you get out? Did you hear Gabe, what he asked you? What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do?
Science.
Political science doing what? Figure that out before I get back to you. What do you want to do? I know what you want to do. What do you want to do? I'm coming back to you, Ed. What do you want to do? What's your name?
Brian.
Brian? Hey, Brian. I'm Dr. Rich.
I want to study medicine.
Study medicine. That's all you want to do is just study it? You don't want to be a doctor?
I want to be a doctor.
Then that's what you need to tell me. Say it again.
I want to be
Say it like you mean it, son.
I want to be a doctor.
Oh, no, I'm going to be
I'm going to be
a
a
what?
doctor.
Thank you. And what?
I have orthopedic.
Of something.
Orthopedic.
Orthopedic. Oh, you're going to be an orthopedic? We need that. There's a lot of brothers that play sports. We need that. Ask Gabe. Gabe, how many times do offensive and defensive linemen blow out their knee? How many times in a 4-year period?
I tore my ACL, MCL, and my meniscus my senior year in college.
Senior year in college. He was going to the pros. Braces. You check it out. Look at D1 ball. You see these guys with braces. We need orthopedic surgeons. And my son needs to see you. My son is 6 years old. He needs to see you. He needs to see what you look like. You think I'm playing? I'm serious as a stroke. What's your name? Devon. What are you going to be when what are you going to be?
Me, I want to I want to become a software developer. I basically want to I'm going to obtain the skills to develop software. No?
No. You're going to be what?
I'm going to be a software developer, but I don't want to work for a boss. I don't like to work for other people.
I don't care who you work for.
Okay.
You're going to do what?
I'm going to be a software developer.
I don't care what you do after that. But you're going to get somewhere, right?
Yes.
See, the whole thing about this whole deal is what I was just telling you about that, understanding what I was trying to do. There's something called the expectancy theory. Okay? The key to that whole deal is you measure your performance and your effort. Well, before you can measure performance and figure out how much effort to put in, you have to put a value on the outcome. What are you here in school for? Get some credits? What you here for? Get credits? What you here for, Pepper? Cure Bell? I want to be. There we go. I wanna. Thank you. I'm going to be an engineer. It's just words. You just switch them up. What did he just tell you? He said he can't. Did you see what his brain made his body do? I can't. Did you see what his brain made his body do? He switched up in the middle. How many poets can do that? They had one poem on here, then he put that away and switched it up and went from right here. How many poets can do that? Not many. Freestyling. Not many. You got a gift, boy. Keep doing it. What are you going to be? You said you're going to be a dental hygienist?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Over at the College?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a good program over there. I used to teach over there. Not dental hygienist, but I was over there. When are you going to have that done?
About a year and a half.
Okay, cool.
Well, a year and a half till I go to college. I have a year and a half at Richland.
Okay, all right, that'll work. You already have your degree in business management. You got an associate's, a bachelor's? What?
I have a bachelor's.
Okay, when are you going to go get your master's?
Man,
When are you going to go get your master's? We cannot afford to be less educated. When are you going to go get your master's?
I'm just trying to get some life experience.
When are you going to go get your master's? You can experience everything. You don't think you're getting experience through going to school?
Yeah, I mean, that's a very true statement, but,
It's a true statement. And boy, I just lived it. What you mean it's a true statement? I just lived it. Ain't nobody, I'm going to tell you this. That's great to have that experience. Love it. That's wonderful. But you're 25.
yeah,
You got a kid?
not yet,
You got a lady?
not yet.
Go get your master's degree. Because once you get a wife and a child, it's over. You got to dedicate what? Ask Gabe. He'll tell you, Gabe, what is it? When that child comes, there it is. Ed, what you want to be?
I'm going to be a politician.
Okay, doing what? What's your issue you stand on?
Well,
You got to stand for something. Because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything.
You're right. I stand for everybody. I represent everybody. Like black.
What's your platform?
My platform?
You're going to need another seat here. Take this seat here. Formulate that. You talk to that guy right there in that seat and figure out what you stand on. You don't think you need to know this right now? This is what you got to do, son. You know, the whole thing about going from being a male to a man is the fact that you've got to know where you're going. Do you know why? Why?
Why I do what I do?
Why do you need to know where you're going?
Because if you don't know where you're going, then you get tricked on little things. And you get distracted on little things. And you won't get to where you're supposed to go. You won't get to the final goal and what you want to do.
Well, you won't get to your goal if you don't know what the goal is. What do you want to do? You said you want to be a
mechanical engineer.
mechanical engineer with a Shelby shirt on. That's a Marine. That's United States Marine. Right there. Get a good look at him. That's a Marine. He'll be a Marine to the day he dies. United States Marine, hoorah. Go shake his hand. Because the man has seen some things that you probably don't want to even talk about. The reason why you need to understand where you're going as a man is because society, as long as you stay human, society is going to look to you to lead.
I know that. I will lead.
Got to.
I will.
Where'd you learn how to lead? You learned how to lead at home or before you went to the
Both.
youth? Both.
You gain life experience from what you see and what you do.
Yeah.
And in order to be successful, you have to suffer. That's just part of it. If you say I'm not going to be successful, then that means you don't want to suffer.
Say that again. Say it again.
In order to be successful, you have to suffer.
You got to suffer. Now, when we say suffer, I don't mean you got to go somewhere and get stretched out or anything like that, but you got to go through something. This success thing, it doesn't happen overnight. You don't go to sleep, watch some Instagram videos, and wake up and be like, da, 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 I'm going to be that. I'm going to be a politician. I don't know what the hell I'm running on, but I'm going to be a politician. To do what? I'm going to help all people. You're going to find out you're going to have to choose a side being in politics, son. Choose a side. Pick a side. You don't have to do it right now because you're only, how old are you? How old are you?
19.
Boy, you ain't even grown your back yet. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. When you figure it out, I want you to figure it out. I want you to figure it out. I want every one of you guys to write down on a piece of paper 2 goals that you will have done in the next 6 months. 2 goals that you will have done in the next 6 months. And when I talk about goals, I want you too, Mr. Bachelor, don't want to go get your degree because you want to experience life. But I'm not talking about you. I'm just coming down your street. Yeah, you know, whatever. Goals. What are you going to have done by 21st of September 2017. 2 things. I want it specific, I want it measurable, I want it attainable, I want it results driven, and I want it time based. I already did one of them for you. Time based. 6 months. 2 goals. 2 goals. Write it down. 2 goals. I need 2 goals. Somebody, hello, 2 goals. Now, when I talk about going from a male to a man, how long have you 2 been together? How long have you 2 been together?
3 years.
3 years. Let me ask you something. Are there certain things that you just say, look, I'm not handling that. I'm just not going to do it? Are there certain things,
What do you mean?
like just certain stuff that you defer to him on? Like, I ain't doing it.
Playground.
I try to.
You try, right, you try, right, sometimes,
Yeah.
you just like and he got it, A lot of times when we look at people who are males, your goals, I don't know what they are, write them down. Males, and I want you to write down your email address because I'm going to email you on the 21st of September to find out if you got those 2 things done. Thank you. I'm here to give back. The reason why men in organization or males in families or males in society are asked to lead is because that's what society has set up for us. Now, I'm not taking away anything from the women who lead, because women can lead too. There's some, look at Ingenuity at PepsiCo, there's some potent, strong women leaders in organizations. So don't get me wrong. Don't think I'm saying women can't lead. Women are very good leaders. There's some very good leaders out there. But in society, you as a male are called upon, whether you like it or not, at some point in your life to make a decision and lead. Are you going to be able to do it? Well, you can't even write your goals down on a piece of paper. How are you going to tell somebody yes? Thinking about it. You should have had that. That's 6 months, son. You should have had that. What are you going to do in the next 6 months? What do you want to have completed in the next 6 months? You should have had it. When you walked in this door, you should have had that. Because 180 days will be here just like that. You have to understand this simple thing. You've got to know where you're going so you're able to lead, because you're going to be called upon to do so. Now, if you can't lead yourself in writing 2 goals down, how are you going to lead anybody else? Your families. your sisters, your mother, your brother. How are you going to lead them and tell them to follow you if you can't follow yourself? I've got 10 rules up here. 10. 10 on Instagram. Go follow me, Dr. Rich Speaks. 10. And I'm going to go through these and talk to you about these. But before that, I'm going to give you got it now?
Yeah, I do.
You don't know what you're doing?
I do.
I'm just asking. You don't put the pen down. But you look like you were finished. You know, when I'm finished writing something down, I just put the pen down. I'm done. You got your goals? You got your goals? You got your goals?
I do.
You got your pen down? You got your goals?
Yes.
All right. Yes, sir. You got your goals?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are your goals, Greg?
My goals, you said by what time frame again?
6 months.
6 months, okay.
By September 20, I want to hear you say it.
By September
The 21st, 2017,
2017,
I'll have
some of my classes done.
some. That's not specific enough.
Most of my
I want to know a number.
I have English,
Nope.
Personal 1.
Give me the number of classes you're going to have done in 6 months. Go back and work on it. I told you it had to be specific. It's got to be, okay, if you say summer, I'm going to tell you why you can't do summer. I'm going to do some of my class. I'm going to have some of my classes done by September. By the time June comes around, how you going to measure summer?
I'm going to measure, could I have a detailed plan?
You got to have a
I
detail.
already have a detailed plan.
I want to know what it is. Write it down. Listen. Up here, it's a dream. On here, it's a plan. I tell you what.
I already have actually get it for you.
I want you, but you got to know it. You've got to know. How do you know when somebody want to come and bless you with something to say, hey, I'm going to pay for 2 of your classes. Which ones you want me to pay for? You see that?
Bro, you said 6 months frame.
6
So
months from now,
when my
you should
6
have
months,
how many
when my
classes
6
done?
months frame is done, I will have EDUC done. I'll have 1301 English,
There you
1302.
go. There
I
you
will
go.
have speech. I mean, not speech for Spanish. 1 and 2, half my biology, and
I don't know what half it is.
chemistry.
You got to take 6
Chemistry,
classes or 3
chemistry,
classes? Or 2?
biology, and
Okay.
I'll have physics done
Okay, good.
by your time frame.
Write that down. Write that down. I know you don't want to. Write it down, because I'm going to email you and ask you if you got those done. You think I'm lying?
I'm
Try
gonna
me.
give you my plan back. You
Okay.
can try me.
So when you go to the registrar's office,
I got a plan.
good. How many of you have already signed up and declared a degree program? Declared a degree program. Declared a degree program. Ed?
Not yet.
No, what you mean not yet? Thunderduck is right there.
Yeah, I know.
Have you declared a degree program?
Yeah.
Then yeah. Where is it?
Well, not yet.
That's like almost pregnant, my brother. You either yes or no. Yes or no.
Nah, not yet.
Okay, no, not yet. That means when you get done here, go over there and declare a degree program. Brian, degree program.
Yeah, I have already.
Go declare.
I have already.
Oh, you already did it?
Yeah.
Well, what's your degree plan?
Associate in science. I did.
Associate's in science? Okay, you just getting your associates to move on. Okay, good. Declare your plan. Do you hear what he just said? I'm going to have some of them. Now, he's got a plan. He's already got a plan. He's got it written down. I'm just doing this. Hey, Greg, I'm just doing this
You
for
didn't
this.
mess with me.
No, I'm not messing with you. I want you to write it down. I want you to get into the habit of writing down your goals.
I haven't.
All right. Well, long as you got them somewhere.
Yes. I got
Okay,
it.
as long as you got them somewhere, I'm good. You got your goals? What you got?
Take my CPR class and then get most of my vaccinations.
Most. I don't know what most is. How you gonna measure most? Most. I'm gonna eat most of these cookies. I'm gonna eat most of them. Now, do you know how many cookies? If I turn my back, do you know how many cookies I've just eaten?
Yes, sir.
But I just told you I ate most of them. So you can't tell me how many I've eaten, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I want to know a number.
Yes, sir.
I want that kind of detail. That's what I'm talking about. As men, we don't have a choice. You don't get to opt out of being a man. You see that commercial on TV where it says, moms can't call in sick, dads can't call in sick. Did you see that? They're like, oh no, I get NyQuil. Because dads don't take vacations. You are never able to detach yourself from the fact that you are a man. Get used to it. Every day you walk around, you're going to have some sort of adversity. some sort. Did you hear what he said? I feel like I'm walking around with a target on my back. There's no target on your back. There's no target on your back unless you put it there. See, a lot of people complain about a lot of things. In our generation, we get mad about the wrong thing. I saw a video where the Minneapolis police, chief of police was on there, and he was talking about how people were saying that he was insensitive because he was reading his phone at the time that there was, what was it, Castile? Somebody, yeah, it's Castile's funeral, and he was, oh, they're so insensitive, and black folks lost their mind. And you know what he said? He said, you know what? And I'm paraphrasing. He said, hey, look, if you must know, that was a text message from one of my associate chiefs who found the suspect who just killed a 5-year-old child who was sitting in her father's lap. A bullet went through her head. That's the guy. That's the information that I was checking. So I'm sorry that you guys said that I was insensitive, but I was going to try to find the people in your community that are doing this wrong stuff. Everybody wants to bitch and moan about a body on the street when somebody else pulls the trigger. But when they pull the triggers themselves in their own community, they don't worry about that body on the street. That's just a body count. The underlying issues are the things that you have to be able to sort through as a man. The underlying issues of things. You hear people all the time talking about gun rights and abortion and pro-choice, pro-life. Neither one of those groups wants to kill babies. Not one of them. Whether you're pro-life or pro-choice, nobody wants to kill a baby, but they stay up here arguing about what their stance is. Their stance. When all the while they don't really have one. As a man, you've got to have one. As a man, you've got to have a goal, some goals. As a man, you've got to have a stance. As a man, you have to have a plan for adversity. Adversity. How many of you know what adversity is? Adversity? How many? You know, everybody know? Okay, so that's the stuff that's in your way. How many of you know that the main thing, usually, the main thing that's in your way is yourself? These are the things that you got to know today. Number one, what's that say? How do you do that? What? By thinking positive and release. Norman Vincent Peale. You guys like to read? It's a book. Norman Vincent Peale, The Power of Positive Thinking. Go get it. The Power of Positive Thinking. Go get it.
Have an optimistic outlook on life.
Having an optimistic outlook on life, because life's going to keep going, right? You know, when I was writing my dissertation, I gained a relationship, had a child, lost a relationship, left a job, less than 30 days later, lost my father, less than 30 days after that, damn near lost my home, still writing a dissertation. Still writing a dissertation. Now, I could have just quit. But I didn't. I went to a dissertation writer's retreat. I had all of my stuff ready, and I got it all packaged up and everything. And one of my mentors, who's right over here at University of Texas at Dallas, said, this work isn't even worth master's degree competency. What? Let alone PhD. What do you mean, man? That was my best work. I put in my best work. And he's just going to... But on the bottom, there was something that said, but you have all the components here you need. You just need to change it around. So I took him to lunch at his favorite Mexican restaurant, and I learned. Listen. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't release the negativity. Once I got that done, I sent it to the school. The school changed the process for the dissertation approvals. Damn. So all of that stuff that I had just done for the past 3 years, I had to start all over again. Now, I could have gotten another master's degree because I already had an MBA. I could have stopped. And I was mad, and I thought about this. I was angry at people who already had a PhD. Wait a minute. They've already got theirs. You're trying to get yours, and you're mad at them. Yeah. How much sense did that make? None. I finally got it done. I stuck with it. And right before Thanksgiving in 2013, they said, congratulations, Dr. Rich. I could have let it go, but I didn't. Why? Because I was talking about that thing in Richland when I was sitting here at Richland, doing my stuff, going through it, suffering. That's excellent, as a matter of fact. Suffering. You got to go through something. As a United States Marine, he suffered at Parris Island for how many weeks?
Actually, I was in San Diego.
San Diego. How many weeks?
It's like 13.
13 weeks.
And then it gets worse after that.
Hell, wasn't it?
And then obviously you go to your training. But my MOS was like, I was an infantryman, so then it gets worse.
Yeah. Right.
So then,
Right. Front line.
and then you go to the fleet, and then it gets even worse because then they start hitting you. I mean, they do shit to you, but like.
Right. They always do stuff.
Yeah. So it's like a non-shit factor. Pretty much you get shit to shit.
Well, I get that.
Yeah.
I hope that none of that is in them cookies. Number 2, what's that say?
Forgive yourself anyway.
Who? What do you mean forgive yourself? I come from a broken home. I didn't have a daddy. The teachers didn't like me. I got a target on my back. You got to forgive yourself for making mistakes in your past. Guess what? You can't bring nothing back from back there. Not a damn thing. Nothing. You can't bring it back. Try. Remember that mistake you made yesterday? You know, or that mistake you made earlier and thought you were going to come in here and tell me, I don't know, I'm going to be a political person and I don't know what side. Remember that? Gone. How can you fix it? Forgive yourself and move on. The other thing you have to do is forgive others. Those people that have done things to you, right now, I bet every one of y'all going to have something in your back. How many of you have that one person that you just can't stand, that if you see him, you're going to tear him up on sight? Let that go. He's like, no, I ain't going to be able to do that, cuz. You see how you didn't see him. He was like, oh, hey, Dr. Richard, I was good with you till then, brother. You're lucky you standing by them cookies, man. I don't know. You're not going to be able to do that, are you?
I honestly think about it now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
You're going to do it. But you have to forgive that person.
Me too.
You got to. Because I can guarantee you that person's not sitting around thinking about you right now. Oh, that person hates me. He's going to beat me up on sight. He ain't thinking about you. I swear to God he ain't thinking about you. I swear to you he's not thinking about you. Forgive yourself. Yes, sir.
You can't dwell on the past and be held back by things that were done to you.
Nope.
Move on and learn from them. Don't dwell on them.
That's the deal. Learning from them. Ooh. To thine own self be true. What's that mean?
Get a sense of self.
You got to. You got to know where you're going to get a sense of self. To thine own self be true. Every one of you guys in here, you too, ma'am, you got to have a code. Every man has a code. You got to be true to yourself in that. You've got to have the intellectual courage to stand up and say, this is what I stand for every time. I'm going to let you go when it's time.
No.
Every time. Eat some cookies if you sleep. Every time, every time. Yeah, you on the list. I still don't see those things down there. Every time you have to be true to yourself, because when you go home and you look in the mirror, who are you looking at, Abraham?
Myself.
That's right. And who is responsible for you, Abraham?
Myself.
In the grand scheme of things, I don't give a damn how many people called you bad names, what they've done to you, how you've done it. Who is responsible for you?
Myself.
That's it. Who's responsible for you?
Me.
What about you, young lady? Who's responsible for you? That's it. What about you? That's right. Not society, not environment, not those people that are sitting over there, not Richland College, not Gabe. He's helping you, but he's not responsible for you. You are, and as a man, you've got to get that. It don't have anything to do with anybody else. I'm sick of hearing that. Every time you turn around, no, I ain't have no daddy. President Barack Obama didn't have no daddy either. Try another one. Sick of that. This generation is still doing that. Oh, well, I came from a broken home. Go look up there and find out how many people came from broken homes. Some of those people who have their mother and their father in the house, they've got a broken home too. They won't tell you that. You can have two people in the house and still have a broken home. Trust and believe. I didn't, but trust and believe. Let your conscience be your guide. That's kind of up there with that, let your own to thine own self be true. Now, when you're looking at this thing, this next one, somebody said, you said it. There's a law of the windshield and the rearview mirror. Now, how big is the windshield?
Huge.
Like, so big.
How big is the rearview mirror? If you guys go out in the parking lot and get to driving, please tell me which one you're in if you do this. And you put your car in drive, and you try to drive forward, and you look in the rearview mirror, you're going to run into something. I swear to God you will. But you know, you laugh now. But you look at the people who are doing that right now in life. They're driving forward, looking at what happened back there. There's a reason why the windshield is larger. It's because you're supposed to be concentrating on what's up there and what else is gaining on you and what you passed back there. It's that important. But what's in front of you is that important. You ever have somebody come to you and say, hey, bro, hey, man, I can fix that dent. I can fix that chip in your rearview mirror. Hey, bro, I can fix that chip in your windshield. Oh, yeah, let me do that. Learn things. Have a teachable spirit. When people try to tell you something, who have some kind of sense, have some experience on them, or as my mentor says, spence, listen. When I tell you to forgive others, listen. I'm 48. I was right there. Right there. Where you are right now, sitting there marinating, boiling with that person that you this right here. Woo! They're like they took your last cookie in 3rd grade and gave it to the girl that you liked, said it was from them. You wanted to smack the taste out of their mouth? Yeah, you know, just hot as fish grease. I was that guy. I could chew through nails and spit them out. Because I was mad at somebody else. But Abraham told me, and he told me, and he told me, and she told me that I was responsible for myself. People, when you act as a direct relation to your emotions, you will fail. This right here holds a whole lot of stuff. You don't believe me? They wrote a song about it. Jasmine Sullivan wrote a song about it. I bust the windows out your car because you was with that. She was feeling that. She was emotional. Every woman is bobbing their head. Whoever was bobbing their head, you know, get away. I hope your woman wasn't my man. What's your name? Zach. Don't. If she was listening to bust your windows out your car, then let that go. This right here. Think before you act. I'm not telling you what to do with your life, bro. I'm not telling you that person didn't do something wrong. I swear to God, I'm not telling you that. And your conscience, let your conscience be your guide. I'm just telling you that as a 48-year-old man, I've been all over the world about 6 or 7 times. I've done a whole lot of dirt. And I'm telling you, it'll come back on you. And if you spend your time worrying about what somebody else did and let vengeance get the best of you, you're going to fail. And if you're a Christian man or read the Bible, the book says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. But you do what you want to do. Keep your hands and your mind open. Meaning, don't give them hands, bro. Don't give them hands. Keep your minds and your hands open so that you can receive your blessing. So many times people, I know women, I know some women in my life, I tease them. I'm like, I bet they're so mean they sleep with their fist balled up in case somebody starts something in their dreams. I swear to you, so they can be ready to throw them hands. You know. Zach is like, you have to have your mind open because remember, your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your character. Your character becomes your destiny. So your thoughts, and the math majors in the room, your thoughts, you engineers, your thoughts become your destiny. Words, actions, habits, character, all that stuff in the middle, it comes. Open your mind and keep your mind and your hands open so that you can receive your blessings. Don't spend major time on minor people. And I'm going to link that to the one on number 9. I'm going to link 8 and 9 together. Matter of fact, when I wrote it, that's what it came to in my head. That's how I figured it was right. Don't spend major time with minor people. Don't spend major time with minor people. And you know who they are. Pookie them, Ray them, your brother named Alex. What is your name? Javon. Javon's cousin, Ricky. You know, Javon, how you know? You can't spend major time with minor people. How many of you have seen chickens? You know, live chicken. Chickens, you know. How many eagles did you see in the chicken coop? None. Because eagles don't hang with chickens, do they? No. Eagles fly high. Chickens, I don't believe they can fly, can they? But if they did, we'd have Popeyes and them be out of business. I think that's why the Lord made chickens not fly so we can catch them. I ain't lying. I ain't like think about it. If chickens could fly, wouldn't have Popeyes. I'm just saying you wouldn't catch as many. I'm just saying. How many ducks do you see around? There's a lot of ducks. They fly, but there's less duck out there than it is chicken. Don't spend major time with minor people. And if you show me your people, I'll tell you who you are. Show me your people, I'll tell you who you are. You got a tight-knit group of folks around. Tight-knit. Whoever they are, well, hell, we can just throw 10 in there too. Whoever they are, you are. If you hang around 9 crackheads, you're going to be the 10th. You think I'm playing? I'm serious as a stroke. Javon is like, damn, I got to cut. I got to cut some people out of my life. No, I'm not. No, I'm just picking with you, man.
No, I've already been through that. I've already weeded out, like, you know.
And you have to do that. You have to do that a lot, don't you? Yeah. As you grow, you've got to start cutting people out your life. Yes, sir.
How do you do that? How do you cut them out your life without hurting them? If you was cool with them.
Whoa! Without hurting them. Without hurting them.
Thinking about others before yourself.
You have to put
You're not hurting them. Let me tell you something. They're hurting you. If they're not doing it, if you're the smartest person in the room, get a new room. If you're the smartest person in the group, get a new group.
I mean, it's hard though.
What you mean it's hard?
Because like, especially like you hang out with those crackheads for a long time.
Since when you're speaking from experience, bro. Don't tell too much. It's on Facebook Live. You know, I was with my cousin now, but now, no, man, it's on Facebook Live, bro. Let that go. It's hard. Why is it hard?
I mean, because if you think about it, like you guys spent like amount of time, like since when you guys were young, till you guys grow up. So it'd be like so hard, like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna cut you off because you know you did this.
Are you Christian?
Yes, sir.
What does it take to be forgiven from the Master? What does it take to be forgiven? Huh?
Forgive yourself.
No. What does it take to be forgiven? You sure you're a Christian?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. What does it take to be forgiven?
Oh my God.
You gotta ask. You gotta confess your sins with your mouth.
Yes, sir.
That's it, right?
Yes, sir.
And what is one of the greatest gifts as a Christian? Being saved, right?
Yes, sir.
What's it take to be saved? That's one of the most major things that you can do in your life. What does it take to be saved? Confess with your mouth and accept Him. Ain't baptized. That don't say that that is not said in the Bible. Go read the Bible, little boy. Confess with your mouth and ask and accept Jesus Christ as your Savior, and you are saved. If it's that easy to have soul salvation, why is it so hard to let somebody go that ain't doing you no good? Now you tell me. You tell me. Somebody that's not doing you any good, let them go. Looks like another love TKO. Let them go. Teddy Pendergrass wrote that. I didn't write that. Got to give people credit, plagiarism. Copyright infringement. How? Do you understand how to do it? Yeah. Greg? Can you do it? Do you have the courage to let people go? And I'm going to tell you something about your advisors. Tell you something about your advisors and the people that are in your circle. I hate to call you out, but I'm going to. This is the Male Achievement Program. MAP. What's your name?
Monica.
Monica could have said, Oh, that's the male achievement program. I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm gonna sit out here. But she didn't. She came in here with him. That's called support. That's called your network. When you're cutting people out of your life, and sometimes your network will let you know you probably don't need that person around. And you have to be man enough. Because my mom told me how to be a man and my daddy told me how to be a man. There's a difference. You've got to be strong enough and humble enough to listen to those people that support you. That's part of being a man too. Having a teachable spirit, that's man stuff. All of that right there, that's man stuff. So you guys are here because research told us that males in your age group who start in community college don't finish. That's what they said. You increase the probability of finishing if you declare your degree. You declare, I don't care if you come in for a certificate, declare it. It gives you a goal. Path goal theory says when you establish a goal, you are 90% more likely to achieve that goal than you are when you don't. My email is doc@prestonrich.com. I want you to email me those goals. doc@prestonrich.com. doc@prestonrich.com. I want you to email me those. And I want to know when are you going to declare. I'm going to walk you over there today. Matter of fact, let's go today. Let's go and walk you over there. That's my job. I am my brother's keeper. You're going to be 48 one day if you keep living right, son. But somebody had to take me by my ear and do the same thing. That's what this man is trying to do. He don't have to do this. None of us have to do this. We care about y'all. But the ones that we want you to care about the most is yourself. It doesn't have anything to do with your background, nothing to do with your circumstances, nothing to do with you can't read as much as somebody else, nothing to do with you adding stuff up, nothing to do with who you hang around. Well, it has to do with who you hang around if you keep hanging around them and they pull you down. Message. Nothing to do with what color you are, nothing. It has to do with you. Oh, newsflash for the minority males. Some white people don't like you because of your skin color. Now we got that out of the way. And it's not going to change. Don't let it stop you. I said some. I didn't say all. Some. And that's their fault. But it doesn't have anything to do with you. Oh, yeah, for you. And Anglos, there's some black people that don't like you because you're the color that you are. Okay? Guess what?
Deal with that.
So, keep doing your thing, man. Keep grinding. If I don't leave you with anything today other than a bunch of loud talk, you keep grinding. It doesn't matter about what you don't have. Hell, half of the stuff that you don't have no more, you didn't need it anyway. Take what you got and use that. Find something, create something, man. Find a new dental hygienist tool that you can use and that you can create and patent and sell. Do that. Hey, man, my man, Dr. Brian,
Yes, sir.
find a cure for cancer, brother. Find a cure for sickle cell. Please. Politician, I can't help you. But, no, you all right, look,
Okay.
what are your issues?
Okay, my issue is like equal rights.
All right, I'm good with equal rights.
Okay.
Do that.
Yes, sir.
Stay the course. Mechanical engineer, fix these problems we got out here, man.
I'll fix them.
Fix this
I'll
stuff
make
we
a lot
got.
of money while doing
Yeah,
it.
but
I'm
make
being
money
honest.
doing it. Hey, Gary, go be great, bro. Greg, go be great. You're a poet.
Yes, sir.
I like when you came out and said, I'm a poet.
Yes, sir.
I want to be, no, you're a poet. I like that whole freestyle thing there, man. You got to teach me that. I'm going to put some stuff together. Bed, red, head. Speaking of bed, last thing I want to leave you. Hey, if you don't do anything else in your life, when you get up in the morning, make your bed. He's like, yes, he said all that, and that's all we got to say. When you get up in the morning, make your bed. 2 reasons. Number 1, it's the first task of the day that you've completed. And number 2, if you don't get anything else done, and you out here grinding, and you come home tired, you come home to a nice made-up bed. And you know at least you got one damn thing right. You understand me?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
And a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah,
A
you've
small
achieved-
sense of
you-
accomplishment
you've
to have
achieved-
your day. go.
Yeah, you've achieved something. Celebrate the small wins, baby. Hey, that's my time. I love being here with you guys, man. Thank you for giving me your time, man. Thank you for giving me your mind. If you ever need to reach out to me, man, you do so. You get me on my card, call me, Instagram, get me on Instagram. Do it, man. Reach out to me. I'm accessible. A lot of people say that. Oh, he's doing this, Dr. Rick. No. Call me, text me, email me. I ain't lying. Do it. I teach here. I've been teaching here for 9 years. He didn't even know who I was. I didn't know who he was. This is important. Y'all are important. Plus, we need somebody to take care of us when we get old. So, anybody got any questions for me? That's my time.
What do you teach?
What do I teach? I teach management and organizational behavior. When?
What
Business.
did that fall on it? Like, what degree?
Huh? You can do associates of sciences in business, associate sciences in management, business administration, HR management. The lady who hired me, Dr. Linda Marble, Dr. Marble is an inspiration. I use her methods to teach. Dr. Linda Marble, if you ever want to know anything about business and you ever want to know anything about the instruction for business, go talk to Dr. Marble. Just sit down and listen to her story. You will be changed forever. Dr. Linda Marble is one of the most influential people in my life. I swear to you, she gave me a shot to teach here when nobody else would. Before I even got a doctorate, she took a chance on me.
Man, I got a question though.
Shoot.
So, I want to be a politician. So, what degree should
I
I get?
want to be.
I'm gonna be a politician. So,
Political science.
political science. Okay. So that's a degree.
I would hope so. Yeah. I don't know if it's here, but I know we're gonna go over there to the. See, this is why you need direction, son. Well, what degree? I want to be a political science. He's gonna be a damn veterinarian, probably. Watch it. Sign me up for something. What's that, veterinarian? Yes, sir.
I also agree on getting a degree plan, and one major reason why is if you want to go somewhere in Vegas, you want to get to Vegas. Unless you have a map or a GPS signal to show you the direction to go, you'll be driving aimlessly and take up so much time.
Yep. Time wasted. Time wasted. Your time. My time is valuable. People pay me a whole lot of money to come and talk to them. Not this place. I get some cookies. But this ain't just. But hold on. It ain't all about the money. Please believe. Teaching is not about the money, people. I'm gonna tell you right now. I used to work in corporate at PepsiCo, at Lucid, big companies, Nokia, getting paid a whole lot of money. That wasn't what I was. That's not what I wanted to do. But it was something I had to do to get to do what I want to do right now. Get a mentor. Get somebody to tell you, pop you in the back of your head and say, "Stop that, boy." That's what I had. Javon, don't you go get that. Don't you whoop his ass. Yes.
Do you have an office here if anybody wants to contact you?
No, I don't have an office here because I'm just an adjunct.
Okay.
Get with Gabe or get me on the card. Pull up any of my syllabi. I got my number on there. People are like, why do you give students your number? I'm like, because I want them to call me. So okay, that's the whole deal. I do. I don't have an office. How else are you going to find something out? My students text me all the time. Dr. Rich, this assignment's not out here because sometimes I forget. Sorry. I'm human. Anything else? Anybody else? All right, thank you.